Walk us through the process. So, HEB needs, workers. I'm going to use them just because, I saw the sign. Healthcare clients that I have of mine, they can't get enough nursing staff and those sort of things. Walk us through what that process looks like where they have, let's not say we're a regional recruiter. We're going to come back to that. But I've identified a specific talent. Maybe I'm a tech company and I've got a coder that, is in a foreign country. What does that process look like to be able to grab and get that person here on a visa? Can you walk us through that real at a high level?
Sure. So the jobs that require a bachelor's degree, your software engineers, the considered higher skilled jobs, the default professional visa is called the H-1B visa. A lot of people have heard about that. Unfortunately, it's basically a lottery process to get one of these new H-1B visa numbers that occurs every March. And so invariably I get calls in April saying, I found someone, they're from the United Kingdom, they're a software engineer, they're great, they went to University of Texas, San Antonio, and I say, okay, well, I hope they still have some time left on their student work authorization, which is typically a year after they graduate, because otherwise we might be able to get them here on a lottery if we go through the lottery process, which is relatively inexpensive to do the lottery, but the earliest start date is October 1st of next year.
Wow.
So, a lot of companies aren't planning 18 months in advance.
Right. So there's a big lead time. I mean, this just isn't, I found this person, can you get him here next week for a need? I mean, this is a long horizon in order to plan for that.
And that's the default. That's not necessarily, the case for all jobs and all people.
Right.
Fortunately, there are 5 countries that have a special professional visa treaty with the United States. There's always a treaty and there's always an exception, usually.
It's kind of like there's always a law, but there's always an exception.
Right, and everyone's like, tell me the loophole.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a loophole, but...
It says caveats.
Right. So because of the NAFTA, there's a set list of about 70 occupations for Mexicans and Canadians to apply for a TN visa.
Okay.
And so if someone falls into that, one of those occupations that's listed on the NAFTA, then they can apply. Canadians can actually apply at the international airport or the border.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With a packet of documents that prove that they qualify.
And then they just get to walk across.
And they walk across.
Okay.
Sometimes I have people here in San Antonio. I forget where I am.
That's okay. We'll remind you.
I practiced in Austin for a long time. That drive down to Laredo, to step 1 foot across, turn around, and present their application.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mexicans have to go to the consulate.
Okay.
They're usually, for everything I'm talking about, the ways to change your status from within the United States. But
right.
That's the typical way. And then Singapore, Chile, and Australia have a visa that's nearly identical to the H-1B visa.
Okay.
But it's there's no lottery. It's readily available. They apply at the consulate.